Final against Mica.
Andy Murasaki laser focus. As we've mentioned in the build-up to this match, he wanted this rematch. See if he takes full advantage of it here.
Mica pulls guard. Andy controlling the sleeve. Mica trying to,
oh my goodness,
take the back.
Immediate arm drag from the standing close guard. Will he take the back here in the opening minute?
Mica climbing up, really good at taking the back from this position.
And he conceding the position. He's locked in the body triangle.
Pushing his way out, trying to come back up on top and face Mica. Mica adjusting the position.
Mica looking directly at our center referee. He's gonna get the 2 points.
Andy fighting desperately to face Mica.
Tough position for Murasaki to find himself. Difficult for a ref to pull. It's about 360 pounds right there. But now Mica fully transitioning with the hooks on the back.
4 points for Mica Galvão. Now
Absolutely
up 6-0. Andy trying to pull his head through the legs of Mica Galvão. Escape this position.
You know, Mica leading up to this final took a very measured approach in each one of his matches. He really slowed the pace down, won by points on some of them, and he really looks like he saved something special here.
I've seen Mica have so much success with that arm drag from the close guard. All throughout his career, we saw him do it at the Europeans. Opens up this match against Andy Murasaki, trying to get to the back with that close guard arm drag.
Looks like he might be trying to fall off the back for the armbar, Danny.
Yeah, it looks like he's trying to attack that left arm of Andy Murasaki.
Mica Galvão calling for the triangle.
Looks like he may have the triangle locked. It's hard to see.
He has the arm separated. Could that be it? And he gets the submission. Mica Galvão submits in the final versus Andy Murasaki.
Wow, transitions to the back, locks up a triangle, and finishes on Andy's left arm. What a performance from Mica Galvão.
And the 2024 Pan Male Middleweight Champion is Mica.
Your middleweight champion, Mica Galvão, here at the 2024 Pans.
Tira o pé da frente, Mica. Ó, ele já considerou a vantagem aí. Joga pra fora isso. Aí. Aí, Mica, cola aí no long step aí, cola aí, cola aí. Tira a perna da frente. Tira a perna da frente, pressão. Tira a perna da frente, pressão. Vem ajustando a pegada da cabeça. gostando? Já chegou, Mica, já chegou. Já chegou, aí já era. Aí já era, Mica. Mata devagar, 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 devagar. Aí já era. Aí já passou. Aê. Baixinho, 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 baixinho. Pega, Mica, aí já foi também, aí já era. Fecha ele, fecha ele. Fecha ele, fecha o triângulo.
We are underway, lightweight final here at the 2024 World Championships. Andy and Mica.
And Andy Murasaki is locked in. I don't think there's a man on this planet more motivated to beat Mica Galvão than Andy Murasaki.
Mica Galvão in the white gi, representing Melky Galvão Jiu-Jitsu. Andy in the blue gi, representing Atos. Mica won the Europeans, Pans, and Brasileiros this year. 15 fights in 2024, 13 submissions. Andy took silver at the Europeans and the Pans. Won the Europeans back in 2023. He's back down to the lightweight division.
Andy pulling guard. Gripping the collar in this De La Riva with his left leg.
Interesting to note, this is Andy's third consecutive black belt worlds final. 2022 made it to the middleweight final. Last year made it to the medium heavyweight final. Now he's in the lightweight final.
That is incredibly impressive. Now Mica Galvão being very aggressive here, opening up.
Having that right knee forward. Double sleeve control. Lasso with his right leg.
2 minutes have transpired. Seems like Mica wants to break the situation open and be able to put a lot of pressure on Andy, but Andy's doing a great job keeping the shallow lasso on the right. Now trying to sweep. Turn this into a wrestle up.
They're trying to hug the head. Close the space, free his right leg.
Utilizing that left foot on the bottom leg to create some space. Mica Galvão has a deep grip on the belt of Andy Murasaki. That's a tough grip to break if you're the person on bottom. It's a deep control. And in a position where I imagine Andy Murasaki just wants space. It's going to be difficult to get that back now. As Mica Galvão slowly gets that right leg out.
Andy trying to push to create some space. Now grabbing in the collar with his right hand, pushing Mica away.
But Mica not relinquishing that head control. Oh, and Andy Murasaki powers up to the feet. Beautiful.
Pulls guard again, resets the position.
And right back into that same situation. Wow, very impressive by Andy Murasaki. That situation is very difficult to break free from. And he was able to create the space necessary. Now moving forward, needs to be careful not to give up that same sort of control. Now Mica Galvão has both pants.
Mica going side to side. Andy trying to use some frames, push Mica away.
The one thing that is difficult about having both these pant grips is it's hard to climb up the person's body. At some point, you do have to let go and try to get a control around the hip. Andy Murasaki back on the feet again. Now a grip on the arm.
Andy pulls again. Great job by Andy when he feels uncomfortable, disengaging, and pulling back to a more comfortable position from the guard.
So clash of heads there. Seems there's no cut. See right there in the corner of Mica Galvão is Melky Galvão. So yeah, on that guard pull, definitely a little clash of heads there, but able to resume the action.
Andy's De La Riva. Left leg to the mat. He does have 2 submission victories over Andy, but like you said, Jake, Andy is extremely motivated. Had an amazing training camp heading into the Worlds. It's looked incredible thus far.
I said this a little bit in the match of Pedro Maia, but the longer you can go in a match with Mica Galvão, the more you can keep the match close until the end of the fight. I mean, we're past the halfway point now. The more I think that benefits Andy Murasaki. You can limit the amount of opportunities that Mica Galvão has to utilize that incredibly precise, creative jiu-jitsu that has won him so many matches by submission and has given him the statistic that he has in terms of wins in the IBJJF by submission.
He has his left foot on the shoulder. Sleeve grips. Andy trying to tilt Mica to the side. Has control of Mica's right leg. Mica trying to get his right foot free. There he goes.
I'm now trying to create a movement to the outside. He's continually pinning the left leg of Andy Murasaki onto the mat, stiff arming his right. So far has done a great job of keeping Mica from getting too close to the guard pass, even in that situation earlier where Mica was able to hug the head. Andy was able to recover. Double sleeve grip again, defending the stack.
Switch to a cross collar grip with his left hand. Lasso with his right leg, left foot on the bicep.
Now trying to spin. Look for that underhook on the leg. Mica steps out. Under 3 minutes.
Andy keeping control of that right ankle of Mica Galvão. Now inverting.
But in the process, nearly gives it the head control again. Mica Galvão.
Slides his knee through. Forces Andy to his knees. He's going for
the arm in guillotine.
You can hear his corner calling for the guillotine.
Andy trying
Mica
to stay alive.
Andy.
This could be tight, Danny.
Hard to tell just how tight this is, but Mica's sticking with it.
Seems as though Andy has a little bit of room to breathe. He's able to keep his wits about him to lock that leg. He gets out of the danger. Might end up on top.
Andy on top. 2 points.
2 points for Andy Murasaki. Now Mica Galvão, he is up by 2 advantages. 1 minute, 40 seconds to work.
Back to the action. Mica Galvão leading Andy Murasaki by 2 advantages.
Can Andy Murasaki pass the guard of Mica Galvão? He's going to need to get real active here with only 1 minute, 10 seconds.
Oh, Andy tries to get his right leg free.
The energy in here is absolutely electric. Only 45 seconds.
Andy Murasaki trying to pass the guard of Mica Galvão.
He's looking for the opportunity. Gonna set the leg out and dive through. But Mica Galvão locks the closed guard. And it looks like that might be enough. With only 10 seconds left and wrapped up in the closed guard, Mica Galvão is gonna hold on to his narrow lead of 2 advantages and win the world title.
And it's Mica Galvão, who's your 2024 IBJJF lightweight world champion. Excellent final with Andy Murasaki. Defeats the Atos representative by 2 advantages.
But
Mica now has won every major title in 2024. Europeans, Pans, Brasileiros, and Worlds.
the heart on Andy Murasaki. He was in so many tough situations in that fight. Nearly gave up a head control guard pass early on. Deep in a seated karagatame.
Lots of respect between Mica Galvão and Andy Murasaki, who have both performed exceptionally well in 2024 major gi tournaments.
Man. Crowd seems still perhaps a little upset about something that happened in that match, but Mica Galvão is going to be your champion.
Male lightweight champion is
Mica Galvão wins the lightweight world title, his fourth major title of 2024. Incredible performance, amazing final match with Andy Murasaki.
The Fight Sports Association branched off into their own, so they have a little bit of experience training with each other. Very short time in Miami, but a lot of time has passed, a lot of matches have passed, and Mica Galvão wants this gold medal. He wants what he's been working for his entire life. This kid's been training and competing since a very young age. Luta Livre black belt, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. He's one of the most exciting grapplers on the planet today. As we mentioned, you know, it's not uncommon to see him doing high-flying arm locks out of nowhere. Yeah. And Wagner Rocha, seasoned veteran, you know, master of the game. And one of the things that's, you know, so great about Wagner is his tactics. He gets under the skin of his opponents. He knows how to, look at that, and technically, not just tactically, he's got great takedowns. Yeah. He's got a lot of good technique, and he just put Mica Galvão on his butt, and Mica is about to attack. Look at that, stuff in that arm, shooting for the triangle. You can slam out of a submission, but that wasn't a submission, so Wagner's got to be careful.
Yeah, you could shake him off, but he can't slam him off unless there's going to be a submission.
Wagner Rocha standing up in the guard of Mica Galvão. Mica in the closed guard now. 2-on-1 on that wrist.
Yeah, and that was the right thing, how Wagner took off the cross hand and then was able to release that 2-on-1.
You see Mica Galvão on the bottom here, using that flexibility to recover closed guard in a split second. Entering in the legs now. very common position for Mica Galvão. Look at this sweep attempt that Mica transitioned into already. Teetering Wagner, controlling the knee, controlling the leg with the right hand. Just beautiful jiu-jitsu.
Yeah. He'll start lifting him up. You see that right foot's on the stomach there. It's very good when to elevate and to move around opponents that have good grips. So you got to watch that right arm if you're Wagner, right? Because that's that flexibility of Mica.
Once again, we're live here from Las Vegas at the T-Mobile Arena at the 2024 ADCC World Championship. Ricardo Amendolia calling the action here with Mr. Sean Williams. We got Mica Galvão versus Wagner Rocha. Mica Galvão going for that title that he so desperately yearns for, looking for. And Wagner has been here time and time again. He's fought the best, multiple weight classes. You know, he was fighting in the 88 kilogram, dropped down to 77 to give his son a spot. Achilles Rocha, who we saw earlier yesterday. And you know, I gotta say it. I know we're focusing on this finals, but we're very close to the absolute division starting. So we've had so much history, so much craziness happen yesterday, all the way leading up to today and this moment. But we still have the absolute, the men's absolute, the women's absolute, and the super fight between Gordon Ryan versus Yuri Samoes. This has been one of the craziest ADCCs in history.
So there, Wagner trying to push Mica back to that sweet spot where the abs are on fire. The legs become weaker. Trying to go underneath, but you can see that right hand working for Wagner. Trying to create distance so he cannot invert or get underneath there.
The thing about Mica too is he's got very, very unorthodox entries to his sweep positions and to submissions.
You got to watch Wagner's left arm there. Sorry, Ricardo, you're 100% right. Wagner's arm in that armpit as it starts to extend. He's got to be cautious. That's where that arm lock could come out of nowhere. Now it's good. His elbow's down low, so he's getting in better position there.
Yeah, as we say, Mica's arm locks come from nowhere. He'll shoot that omoplata. He'll use the armpit armbar sometimes. We saw him do that incredible coyote guard arm lock in the Brazilian trials that's been studied over and over again. There's a breakdown of that on FloGrappling.
So you see how Wagner's hand retreated back to the hip. That's a much safer place. And it actually you can isolate or help cut that hip off, the hip flexibility off when the hand is closer to the hip, rather than up in the armpit. When it's in the armpit like it is, the hip's going to be flexible, maneuverable. The left arm on the knee, though, is critical for Wagner and also for Mica as well. That battle, that wrist control on that side, trying to get underneath again, but some opportunities for underhooks there for Wagner. I like the foot play that Mica had earlier. He had some kuchigaris, so almost made Wagner do splits a little bit, but these are always so good.
Back to the standing position here. See Wagner laughing there.
Yeah, that little inside foot sweep.
Yeah, you know, Wagner loves to keep it playful. And like I said, he knows how to get under the skin. He knows how to play the mind games with his opponents. He knows what to say to kind of try to break them mentally and lose focus. whether it's laughing, whether it's pushing on that shoulder. That's borderline striking. But no, he's just knows how to play the game, and he's not afraid to fight anyone. He was fighting Nicholas Marigali 3 months ago.
Yeah.
But it's going to take more than mind games to defeat Mica Galvão. Look at that reversal that Mica just hit on Wagner Rocha.
Perfect Sesai right there. And Wagner came hard forward, and Mica moved out of the way and put the foot in the way. That's a
Mica
blocked his foot, and away he flew.
Mica now in side control. Nice head and arm control there. Progressing to the mount, trying to get that knee across. Can't see if Wagner sucked up that leg yet.
Looks like it's kind of in a half guard-ish. It's not there yet because of the right. Mica has that left underhook really high.
But I think he's using that to try to get to the back.
Yeah, he's got to
see Wagner's left elbow out by the hip. That looks like a good opportunity for Mica to try to pull him up to get to the back or progress to the mount.
Yeah, he's got to try chair sit. I think you're right, but there now Wagner has done a good job of there. Now his arms are on the inside, so he can work himself out. That's very good.
12 minutes remaining in this match. Now we got to say something here. Girlfriend of Mica Galvão, Amit Alor, just won the gold medal in wrestling at the Olympics Games. Could you imagine if Mica Galvão wins the gold medal in what we call the Olympics of grappling? What a power couple that would be. What a story, an amazing sports story all around. There it is. There she is, Amit Alor, the 2024 Olympic gold medalist in wrestling.
Yeah, very talented lady.
I'm sure she's had a few pointers for Mica.
Yeah, yeah, his standing grappling and wrestling will jump by leaps and bounds.
And you can check out a lot of Amit's matches in wrestling. Go to the FloWrestling.com archives. If you have an annual membership, I believe you can check out both. You can see either of Mica or Amit's matches on the Flow Sports website. Download the Flow Sports app if you don't have it yet. Back to the action here. We're on the feet now. We're about a minute away from points, period. Mica coming in with like shucking the head, a little bit of foot sweep, mixing it up.
Yeah, Wagner has a nice, he's entering very nicely with his left arm on that far. So he goes the left arm on the forearm or the shoulder, and he's entering in there pretty well. It's kind of hard to take advantage of that.
In 10 seconds, we go to points.
Here we go. All right, points are on. This is where every exchange counts. Every takedown, every sweep, every mount, every back take will be points. But if I know Mica Galvão, he wants more than that. He wants to submit and prove that he is the undisputed 77-kilogram champion of ADCC. He wants to prove that he's the best in the world.
Oh, you gotta watch it.
Make history.
Now. You gotta watch this if you're Wagner. This is where the flying attacks come out of nowhere. Oh, very nice
Wagner Rocha with the takedown attempt on Mica Galvão. Mica reverses and gets to the back of Wagner Rocha. He's got an arm trapped with his leg. Mica Galvão is going for the finish. Wagner Rocha now stands. Mica's going for the rear naked choke on a standing Wagner Rocha. Can he submit Wagner Rocha and make history here at the 2024 ADCC World Championship? Wagner desperately trying to get him off his back. Wagner escapes! Wow!
That was so close. That was so close. But what a moment. Yeah, and what a chain of events. You know, that was that overhook. Wagner caught him on the outside trip, and then Mica just hopped right back up and countered him. And that's what set up that back take. And that strangle was close.
That was close. Mica up 3-0 now for that back take. I thought it was over. I thought it was over.
Wagner might have thought it was over for a second.
I think so. He just,
there's a Hail Mary to dive backwards and try to turn out of that.
well, Wagner's a believer, so he prayed on that one and got out.
There's another outside trip. He just didn't have the grip on the left side arm to stop the base there.
So it looks like there's 2 points for Wagner. You know, the thing with the ADCC is they'll take a little bit of time to reconsider some of the exchanges. And Wagner he's got 2. Mica now scores a takedown. Wagner turtles. Mica going to the back once again. Similar situation that we saw before, but Wagner trying to fend off that leg, and now Mica brings the leg over the arm once again, looking to get the submission. Very interesting position there. Look how he's on the back there, Sean Williams.
Yeah, he's got to be careful that Wagner doesn't punch that left arm all the way up and throw him off the front, because he's better now, but he's getting a little higher up here. So Wagner may be able to put him up and over the top. There it is. He slipped off.
Whoa. 6 minutes, 57 seconds left in this match. Mica Galvão up by 1 point, 3-2 against Wagner Rocha.
There's an underhook. That's a nice deep underhook, but Wagner needs to bring the knee in or cut the left leg around to change the angle, so that half guard or that knee shield can't do what it's meant to do. You know what? Wagner's using this right hand as an underhook. If he cuts that right knee around the knee, I couldn't quite get it, but it's actually as a nice little position he's working himself into, even if there's an underhook there.
Take a look at the corner of Mica Galvão. See his father, Melky Galvão, head of the Melky Galvão Jiu-Jitsu team.
Wagner's getting in closer and closer. He's getting in tighter and tighter, little by little. These are some little battles that he's beginning to win. At least on the other side he was. You see how his knee's not quite on the floor, but watch the left arm play. If he can get an underhook right there, even into the armpit, he can get in the half guard. He can kind of get deep in the half guard of Galvão. See how he's getting around the knee there.
Less than 5 minutes to go. And you know, Wagner Rocha, he's fought in the best of the best here at ADCC. Gary Tonins, the JT Torreses, Romulo Barros. He's fought, you know, Isaac Michel. He's beaten some of the best. He's been here. So he knows what techniques, he knows what tactics he needs to do to win this against Mica Galvão. But what a story. You know, a guy that's been competing this long at ADCC, back in the finals. And, you know, a 2-point score.
Yeah, it's a takedown away. It's a takedown away.
And he's pulled it off a couple times.
He has.
It's not without, you know, the realm of possibility for him to score on Mica.
Well, both have had their fair share of takedowns here. Not on scoreboard, but their fair share of each. They've been put down each a few times by one another. There's that underhook again. Overhook for Mica.
Nice little head and arm grip there by Wagner. And Mica trying to take him down.
Through and by there. Tried a big throw by Goshi, but
look at Wagner just kind of laugh right in his face.
No, Wagner's in great shape here.
Yeah.
Doesn't look tired at all, really.
I said it before. Wagner called me about 2 weeks ago and he said, Ricardo, I'm in the best shape of my life. I really think I have a chance of winning this ADCC. Watch me. I'm going to make a name. We wanted to talk about who's number one afterwards, but, you know, he's coming in here very confident. And you know what? All respect to him because he's taking it to Mica Galvão.
That's the thing. It's a different Wagner. This is a different Wagner. He's not defensive Wagner. He's I'm coming. I'm going to win this Wagner. This different. He's different. I mean,
this is so close. 1 point is the difference for this gold medal match.
That was a nice attempt to get down on the ankle.
And it's the, you know, the last 2 minutes, so crucial.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes we'll see jiu-jitsu matches go 8 minutes with no action, only to the last 2 minute scrambles. And I feel like in this last 2 minutes and 30, we're gonna see something happen here. Because Wagner sure has to really do something to win this match. Going head to head, trying to wear down Mica Galvão, which is not easy to do.
No, and it's all, you know, it's hard enough to even get to this kid's legs, put his hip on the ground. It's a whole nother level to actually hold him down to get a score. So
look at that.
Nice.
Look at that ankle pick. Shades of Tony Ferguson in the UFC. You pulled that out of nowhere. Right to the back. Mica's got the hooks. He's got the gift wrap. He's crossing the ankles. He wants to finish. Mica Galvão now up 6-2 against Wagner Rocha, and is so close. He's a minute and a half away from becoming the ADCC World Champion, Sean Williams.
Well, that was beautiful. He showed that a couple times. This time, I believe he turned his hand over and went on the inside because Wagner had slipped out of that a few times. So beautiful adjustment by this young man.
I've never seen Mica pull that off in competition.
He's tried it several times.
Not with the inside grip, though.
But he changed it up with the inside grip. And that was beautiful.
Mica just looking, he's like, how much time do I have?
Another minute. Oh, jeez.
He's got a minute to cook him, and he's got the arm around his neck. Mica Galvão going for the submission. Can he submit Wagner Rocha? And he's done it. Mica Galvão is your 2024 ADCC World Champion. Mica Galvão has made history. He's won the Who's Number One Championship. He won the Grand Slam of the IBJJF, and now he's won ADCC. He's the super duper uber Grand Slam champion of 2024. Oh my gosh, Sean Williams. This kid is something special. Pound for pound, one of the greatest grapplers in the sport today is Mica Galvão. Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2024 gold medalist and world champion from the new school, Mica Galvão.
Mica Galvão is your winner.